Okay, so we're going to do systems of equations by substitution where all three equations have three variables. So we're going to do the diamond organization still. And our top of our diamond is going to be where we're solving for our first letter. So I'm just choosing to solve for x in the bottom equation. But you could have chosen to solve for y in the middle equation or z in the bottom equation, but I'm going with x. So x minus 5y plus z equals negative 23. So then I'm going to just add 5y and subtract my z all in one motion. So x equals negative 23 plus 5y minus z. So then we're going to make the corners of our diamond, and that's where we're plugging in this x to our other equations. So to the top equation on the left, I'm going to have negative x, but instead of x, I'm going to put negative 23 plus 5y minus z plus 2y plus 2z equals negative 4. And then on the right, I'm going to plug it into the middle equation, so I'm going to have 4x, but not x, 4 times negative 23 plus 5y minus z plus y minus 3z equals 13. So I'm going to simplify the equation on the left, distribute my negative to get positive 23 minus 5y plus z plus 2y plus 2z equals negative 4. And I'm going to move my constant and add all of my like terms in one step. So negative 5y plus 3y is negative 3y. I'm sorry, negative 5y plus 2y is negative 3y. And z plus 2z is 3z equals negative 27. Then I'm going to simplify the right. So I'm going to do negative 92 plus 20y minus 4z plus y minus 3z equals 13. So then I'm going to add my 92. So I have 20y plus y, which is 21y, and negative 4z minus 3z, which is negative 7z, equals 105. Okay, so I'm going to solve the equation on the left because I know that my y is going to go into everything, and I'm going to solve for z. So I'm going to add 3y. So 3z equals negative 27 plus 3y. I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. So z equals negative 9 plus y. And so then we're going to make our fourth corner of our diamond by combining these two equations. So I'm going to plug in my z to the equation on the right, and I'm going to have 21y minus 7 times negative 9 plus y equals 105. So I have 21y plus 63 minus 7y equals 105. So I'm going to subtract 63. And 21 minus 7y is 14y equals 42. Divided by 14, which is y equals 3. Then I'm going to plug my 3 in over here, and negative 9 plus 3 is z equals negative 6. So now I have 2 of my numbers. And then I'm going to plug in my y and z to the x, and I'm going to get x equals negative 23 plus y is 3, so 5 times y is 15, minus a negative 6, which is plus 6. 15 plus 6 is 21, plus a negative 23 is a negative 2, which is my third letter And my final answer for this problem is x equals -2, y equals 3, and z equals -6. Okay, so let's do our second example. Okay, so our second example is 2x plus y minus 3z equals -2. 7x plus 3y minus z equals 11, and -4x minus 2y plus 6z equals 4. Okay, so the top of our diamond is us solving for our letter. So the only letter without a coefficient is our z in the middle equation. So we have 7x plus 3y minus z equals 11. And so you can either subtract your 7x, subtract your 3y, and then divide everything by -11. Or actually what's easier is we're just going to plus z and minus 11. Plus z and minus 11. So we're just going to flip our z and our 11. So this is now 7x plus 3y minus 11 equals z, which is a lot easier. So then we're going to create our corners by plugging into the top equation, which is 2x plus y minus 3, but instead of z, I'm going to put 7x plus 3y minus 11 equals -2. And then our bottom equation, -4x minus 2y plus 6z, but instead of z, 7x plus 3y minus 11 equals 4. So if we simplify them, 2x plus y, and I distribute my -3, minus 9y plus 33 equals -2. So I'm going to subtract my 33. So I'm going to combine my x's, which is -19x minus 8y equals -35. Then on the right, I get -4x minus 2y plus 42x plus 18y minus 66 equals 4. So I'm going to add 66. And I'm going to combine my x's. -4x plus 42x is 38x. 18y minus 2y is 16y equals 70. Oh man. So definitely looks like we're going to have some fractions here. So I'm going to do, I guess I'll solve for did I copy this down right? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, well, I definitely could have solved for the y in the top equation. Okay. So I'm going to solve for, I guess, y here on the left. So I'm going to add 19x, and so I have -8y equals -35 plus 19x. So then I'm going to solve, so -8, -8. So y equals, two negatives make a positive, and I have 35 over 8 minus 19 over 8x. So this is about to get really ugly. So I'm going to plug this in over here to make the fourth corner of my diamond, and I have 38x plus 16, but instead of y, I'm going to put 35 over 8 minus 19x over 8 equals 70. So I have 38x Then I multiply by 16, so my 8s are both going to cancel with my 16 and give me 2. So then I have plus 70 minus 38x equals 70. So then I'm going to subtract my 70 from both sides. And I'm going to combine my like terms, and I'm going to get 38x minus 38x equals 0. And 70 minus 70 equals 0, which is infinitely many solutions, because that is true. Okay, so I'm going to, since I got x is infinitely many, we're going to solve all of these in terms of x. So I'm then going to take this y here, because this is just to write it as a point. So I'm going to take this y, and I'm going to plug it into this equation. So I'm going to have 7x plus 3 times 35 over 8 minus 19x over 8 minus 11 equals z. So I have 7x plus 105 over 8 minus, 57 over 8x minus 11 equals z. I need to make this 8, so this is going to be, I'm just going to write over it. This is going to be 56 eighths, because 56 divided by 8 is 7. So then 56 eighths minus 57 eighths is negative 1/8. I'm going to make this in eighths, and so this is 88 over 8. And 105 minus 88 is 17 over 8. Oh, and this has an x. Plus 17 over 8 equals z. So you write the final answer. Since we got x is infinitely many, we're going to define x as x. So then we're going to write y in terms of x. So y is 35 over 8 minus 19 over 8x. And then z is negative 1/8 x plus 17 over 8. And that's the final answer, because since there's infinitely many solutions, I can plug in any value for x, and then my y just depends on whatever that, well, both my y and my z value just depend on whatever that x value is. So I know that was kind of confusing, but it's the same concept. You're going to solve for your first letter as the first part of your diamond. Then you're going to plug it in to the other two equations for the corners of your diamond. Then you solve one of those for a letter, and then to make the bottom part of your diamond, you plug it into the other equation that you had simplified. And then once you have all your answers, you just start working backwards and plugging them all in. Okay, and that's it.